Should I sell my house myself to save on realtor fees?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Why not?
Well, there is a lot involved in selling a house, like really a lot, steps, processes, emotions
Right.
in the process of selling a house. So I will always recommend for you to look at the big picture and see how much money you can save hiring a real estate agent instead of trying to sell your house by yourself.
Okay. So if I were to sell the house, I would be known as an FSBO, a for sale by owner.
Correct?
Technically, I would be taking on the entire process from listing the house to pricing the house all the way to closing and beyond myself.
That is correct. Like you will need to do all the pricing strategy, all the marketing, all the process of qualifying buyers, negotiating inspections, appraisal, all contingencies, closing. Like dealing with all that is a job by itself.
Right.
So when people go that route into like pretending that they will save money just because they are doing the process of selling their house by themselves, it have been shown so many times that most of the time people will lose money just because they, number one, they don't have the experience. Number two, they don't know anything about the process. Number three, they they don't have the qualification to be able to qualify a buyer. Number four, they don't know anything about marketing. And we can go on and on and on and on. And we will see that the more we get into this topic, it's more convenient for you to hire a real estate agent that knows what they're doing to be able to sell your house.
But I want to disagree. For pricing, I can go on Zillow or Realtor.com,
Really?
and I can use them, and they can give me the price that I want this for.
Oh, really? Does Zillow goes into your house and look how upgrades have you done into your house? Does Zillow go into the MLS to look what are the last properties that have sold in your community that are compatible to your house? Does Zillow even know about what are the school districts that your house is located? Does Zillow know how to better market your house to be able to get you the best price? Does it?
Perfect.
No, they don't.
Makes sense. Yeah, Zillow is just an algorithm. Like you said, they don't go inside.
The way that I see Zillow is a tool.
Right.
Zillow is a tool to give you an idea, but the final price will be set by the real estate agent who's gonna come into your house. Is gonna look everything that you have done into your house, and based on that, is gonna give you a range. Well, I see your Mr. Seller. I see your house from this to this. Where do you feel comfortable at? I always tell my sellers, this is not my house. My job here is to guide you to the process with the right information. It's not like I'm gonna come into my listing appointment like giving just flies. Oh, maybe this. No, this is how we compare your house with the others. And sometimes when they say, oh, well, what about I don't know.
50,000 more.
Yes, I
over the
say,
weekend.
perfect. Tell me how are we getting 50,000 more comparing your house with this house? Like, tell me, what is it that I'm not seeing?
Right.
Because maybe you have a pool and I didn't see it. Maybe you have, I don't know, brand new cabinets, brand new bathroom, and what I'm seeing is like dated bathroom, but maybe tell me.
Right.
And then when we go and you talk with the seller, they go like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't live in a cul-de-sac. There's no dead-end street.
And
that house
Zillow
was
is not
bigger.
able to do any of that.
For sure.
Zillow is not able to do any of that. Also, when you get into a real estate transaction itself, is very emotional. Very emotional. The process is very emotional. So see yourself looking at this. You are the seller. I am the buyer. I am representing myself. You are representing yourself. There is my emotions, your emotions, my family emotions, your family's emotion. And when things doesn't go the right way, who's going to be in the middle to make sure that we go to the closing table?
Right.
No one.
No one. Just us.
Yeah, people will say, oh, I will hire an attorney to write the contract. Yeah, valid, but that's exactly what the attorney is going to do, to write a contract, and that's it. You are on your own.
Even one of the most prolific real estate people, Dave Ramsey, who owns a real estate company, and his license says he would hire a real estate agent to sell the house for him.
1,000%.
So, and at the same
Even
time,
the owner of For Sale by Owner.
For sure.
That website, he hired a realtor to sell his house every time that he needs to transact in real estate. He hires an agent to sell his house and to buy the new one.
For sure, 100%. But then I would think, okay, I have a smartphone. I could take all my own photos.
Oh, really? that is something that I absolutely applaud for. Like I have a listing that they had the property listed with another agent, and then they called me. They were talking with a friend, and then they called me. Anyhow, they were asking me like, oh, the house has been on the market this amount of time and it hasn't been sold. Like we only got one showing. And I said, well, okay, let me see the listing. And then when I go and see the listing, I said, well, mistake number one, like these pictures are not appealing. And the way that I described it to her was like, look at the pictures like an appetizer when you go to a very nice restaurant. If the appetizer is not calling you, you're not going to go to the main course.
No, 100%.
Will you?
No, it's like looking at a menu before you go to the actual restaurant if you've never been there.
Exactly.
Oh, I want to see the reviews. I want to look at the photos.
Exactly.
So
So
the menu.
I told her, like, the pictures, that's exactly what they do in your listings. So for you to go and have your agent taking pictures with their cell phone, or like on this case, the seller told me that, oh, no, I took the picture and sent it to him. I was like, oh, shoot myself.
They tried.
So at the end, why were she was paying this agent for what? I didn't get it. But anyway, like maybe I went out track here. But part of the things that we do when you get a listing is, number one, we will have our professional photographer, professional video. We will door knock about the area. We will call people that are around the area. We will go into our database to see who of the clients that we are in our database are ready to buy something similar to that. So all the job, you're going to do it yourself.
Right. Because one of the things...
Just because you want to save on the commission.
For sure. Because what you just mentioned was access to professional network.
Exactly.
And, when you don't do real estate full-time, you have a different full-time profession.
Mm-hmm.
What access or what networks do you have?
Yes.
You might know a few people, be able to pull a few strings, but we know thousands.
Exactly. So some of the things that absolutely will help you to get your house sold in the less amount of time is working with a professional that they know what they're doing, they have the track record, and they can pull all the strategies and all the resources and all the people and all the network they have to make sure that you get your house on the contract as soon as possible.
Right. For the highest price in the shortest amount of time with as least emotion as possible. Because you already have, like you said, enough emotion.
Yes.
While also just saving you time. That way you can focus on bigger things. Maybe you have a family. Maybe you're relocating and it's already stressful enough.
Yes.
You got to worry about yourself, the family, the kids, whatever it is.
I will say it like this. Start your packing process and we will take care of the rest.
Yes. And then just a note, if you work with a realtor, sellers typically who work with a realtor, they net 6 to 10% more.
Of
money
course. Of course.
than
Of
selling
course
it
they will.
themselves.
And again, this is about money, but also they remove, like I would say 90% of that emotion because they have a buffer in between, which is their agents.
Yeah.
So would you sell your house by yourself?
Never, no. I wouldn't even sell my own house, even though we're licensed. I would have a third party, so I'm an uninterested party. An uninterested party sell my place for me. That's how it's going to work.
Well, guys, this was another episode of MIA Unplugged. My name is Luz Abreu.
I'm Anthony Spitaleri. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Let us know what questions you have about selling your house. And we'll see you on the next episode.
For sure.